Illusions are being revealed. It's saying someone's a perfect fit for something, so y'all take what resonates, okay? Um, no, I'm kind of not feeling good. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the weather or what. It's making my stomach kind of feel bad, so y'all bear with me, okay? We got somebody receiving something. This is some kind of something being revealed. Y'all take what resonates. What is it that we need to be aware of? Three of Wands, something about the future. Alright. Let's see what we need to know. Let's cut these cards, see what we need to know. For some reason I wanted to cut right there. We got the Eight of Cups, some kind of mirroring of self. It says the Fairy Queen. This Empress is looking within for some kind of answers. It says the Three of Wands about her future. This Empress is unsure about her future. It says the Knight of Platters. Headed in another direction, trying to find another direction, seeing something from a higher standpoint. Let's see what the Knight of Platters wants to say. Says lucrative action, success from strength of will, something about persistency, determination. Okay, this Empress is unwilling to give up. Okay, gonna find some kind of different way of doing something, but very persistent, consistent, unwilling to give up on something. Okay, what is that? This is the Ten of Cups. Family. Eight Crowns. Something about working on some kind of family or working on some type of community. Unwilling to give up whatever they're passionate about. This Empress is unwilling to give up on something, but trying to figure out a new way to move forward successfully. What are you all of a sudden, man? I've been up for like 4 hours and you all of a sudden gonna start chattering. What in the crap? That bird. That bird. The yellow bird, y'all, is a hot mess. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. That yellow one's a hot mess. Okay, well, anyway. Some kind of competition is over. Okay, so tell me, I'm going to pick up this book. I'm going to read just a passage out of the poem in the back. See what they're talking about in the energy, because it's talking about this Empress unwilling to give up. Moving on. Good morning. Good morning. Moving forward with whatever this mission or work or whatever this is you're doing. Finding some kind of way of doing it, some kind of new way of doing it. Okay, I'm just going to read just a small part out of this poem and see if it has any kind of I don't believe in coincidences. Okay, so y'all bear with me. Okay, it says swift fire spread through her veins. Someone's passion is igniting. It says knocked at her heart. It says met the fire smoldering there, and he overbore its lesser flame. And overbore its lesser flame. This is seeing something clearly. She gorged on bitterness without a name. Oh, fool, to choose such part of soul-consuming care. Sense failed in the morality strife, like the watchtower of a town, which an earthquake shatters down like a lightning-stricken mast, like a wind-uprooted tree spun about, like a foam-topped waterspout, cast down along in the sea, headlong in the sea, she fell at last. Someone's anger It's smoldering. Something's about to explode. Here's the last two passages of that. It says, and she fell at last. It says, pleasure past and anguish past. Is it death or is it life? Life out of death. That night long, Lizzie watched by her, counted her pulses, flagging stir, felt for her breath. Someone's having a spiritual death and a rebirth, some kind of reawakening, okay? So let's find out what the Goblin Market's got to tell us about it, okay? Oh my God, quit! Every time I talk, you get louder. Hold on, y'all. You can dart at my head you want to. I don't care. I ain't afraid of you. Quit with your bullshit. Y'all have no idea. This bird is wild. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't have no idea. God dog, that bird is a mess. Okay, so tell me what collective needs to know about, what collective needs to hear about their own strength, finding your own strength. That's what it looks like it's what's happening, okay? Give me 3 cards. That's 4. That'll work. It says the one who went into fairy. So somebody's, you may be leaving. 7 of Cups. This is your own. This is some kind of decision that you've made on your own. The 6 of Crowns is receiving something first. This is about receiving something. Ace of Wands from Divine. Divine is making a way for collective. 6 of Crowns. Journey, travel, holiday, messenger, moving away for safety. You're being divinely guided to move away. Ace of Wands. Birth, beginning, creativity, innovation, enterprise, and empowerment. This is a birthright. You're going somewhere that's your birthright. It's something that belongs to you. This is going to happen suddenly, y'all. This is like a portal opening for you. The one who went into the fairy. Bravery, not giving up. You're on the right path, or they wouldn't be telling you that. You understand? 7 Cups. Plans. I'm telling you, this is plans to move on, to move forward. You're being divinely guided. It's something to do with your birthright. Okay? This is going to be you're having some kind of sudden epiphany. Okay? This is a message, or you're moving away. You're being divinely guided. This is something to do with your birthright. Tell me about the Ace of Wands. Why so many? It's a personal celebration. 4 Cups, 4 Crowns. About some kind of money that's been saved up for you. Something's been protected for you. It says the fairy realm. And the sun room. The sun room and the fairy realm. Okay, something has been... You need to have faith and trust in divine. That's what you're doing. I'm telling you, I'm going to read the fairy realm and the sun room. Having trust, having faith. It says completion, rewards, universal truths, attainment, success, liberation. It says this card is mostly about success, triumph over adversity. Therefore, a sense of coming home. Then we're going to go to the sun room. It says happiness, contentment, joy, enlightenment, health, triumph, good fortune, friendships, marriage, and success. In a reading, this card suggests happiness and well-being, representing the fact that each and every one of us may bring light and pleasure to anyone we encounter, if we wish to do so. Even in difficult situations, the sun's light is always available. enabling us to take a stance of general optimism, bringing light to even the darkest moments, and allowing us to become a warm hub to whom others gravitate. All the goodness that is presented in this card in the upright position can feel as if it has been drained away if it appears up in the down. This is a wish fulfillment. Something's going to happen. It's kind of bittersweet, okay? The one who went into the fairy. I'm going to tell you about that. Something's going to happen. You're going to find out something that's maybe a little bittersweet, okay? But it's going to ignite you to, like, do the damn thing. Like taking some type of leap of faith on yourself, okay? You're very confident in your truth, okay? Like you're confident in your truth. Like you know what you know, and you've let others know it, okay? It says we hear a great deal about the sister who went into the fairy. It says she is the sister who ignores the warnings of her siblings and accepts the dangerous fruit of the goblin market, with a negative consequence that ensues. You're leaving away from this, like you're leaving away from you made some type of you took some type of action in the past, okay? Something that happened in the past. You left the expectations behind, okay? You're going to receive some kind of message. Let me see what it says further down. The two sisters represent different approaches to life. This sister is seduced by the seemingly glamorous world of fairy, which might make her seem wild, thoughtless, and reckless. However, this insight should be balanced with an appreciation of the clarity of vision, boldness, and determination that it takes to choose to walk in an enchanted lands, where there is danger of getting lost in the coils of its wonders and enchantments. Your bravery. You're about to be rewarded for your bravery and your consistency. Not giving up, even in the face of adversity. At this time, you're trying to let go of the expectations, but you're making some. You've squared away stuff. You're debt free, okay? You might not have a lot of money or whatever, but you're debt free. All your bills are paid. You're debt free, okay? And now you're making new plans because something's grown stagnant where you're at. You're about to move. Let's find out what the message says with the Six of Crowns. Because this is going straight into a wish fulfillment. You just got to have faith and trust in divine. Okay? These three are about something to do with the past and it moving into the present right now. You're waiting on some type of divine message that's going to... Everything's going to be cleared up all at once, okay? This looks like a fucking cornucopia. Like the inside of a cornucopia. The cornucopia is abundance, okay? So tell me what this Six of Crowns is. Is that a message? It's something about the future. Three of Wands. Tell me what this Six of Crowns is. Porter of Okay, somebody wants to offer you something. What is the message in the Six of Crowns? Y'all, if this resonates with you, hit the like button and subscribe. It's the Lady of Crowns. It's something about you straightening your crown. The message is you're about to receive. You're about to be crowned as the leader. Okay? Oops. Lady of Crowns. Maturity, insight, perception, visionary gifts. You're psychic. Somehow you know that this is for the highest good. Whatever this is happening. Something is going on and you know it's for the highest good, okay? It says subtlety, quickness, accuracy, grace, and wisdom. Here we see the Goblin Lady of Crowns hold court from mid-air, surrounded by her goblin servants. Although she can, at times, be stern and judge and a fierce critic, her wisdom shines through everything she says and does. As such, she is a shrewd and perceptive ally on the journey of life. Her presence in the reading calls us to take stock of where we are and what we truly desire. Whatever question we think we have asked, there may be a deeper issue beneath a more superficial question. Okay, so get more information. Something about you being a psychic. You know something already. Okay? You already know something. You have a keen sense of perception. You're very, very strong, collective. Like, it's almost intimidating. But the true you... Okay, let's get down to the deeper. What do we need to investigate deeper here? 2 wands. Some kind of partnership or duality. A flame, y'all. 2 wands making us bigger one. I'm telling you, this is what we need to investigate deeper. The 2 wands. Achievements. Your dark thoughts, dominance, hot-temperedness, boldness, determination, maturity, quarrels, and new possibilities. Despite the interpretation of melancholy, anger, and darkness often placed on this card, it can stand for new possibilities. So you're having some kind of a what-if moment. What if something, okay? It is often said to represent a quarrelsome, angry person who tends to clash with those in authority. That could be you. But it may also be someone who is in a position of great power, who has reached the pinnacle of their life and yet finds no satisfaction. It can represent the closeness of friends that the 2 goblins here show us. Okay, so you're not seeing there's a friend or there's an ally very close to you that you need to get more information about. Okay, how is Collective going to receive this information about this ally? The Enchantress. Known as the High Priestess. The Female Pope. Use your gut intuition, wisdom, intuition, depth, teaching, willfulness, modesty, the sacred feminine, fertility of imagination, the natural world. This is how you're going to receive. Somebody else has got equal gifts. You may be receiving something in your dreams already, y'all. Some images show her sitting with her feet on the moon, and it is this moon-powered intuitive wisdom shown here in the crescent adorning of her head that governs her influence in the reading where she appears. It says you may be having trouble turning your wisdom into action. You can lead seekers astray on a path of pride and selfishness. And you may also represent passion out of control. It says if you're in a glow up, however, your light is that leads the way to greater wisdom. You may be getting some kind of advice from an older person. Her presence often indicates a woman whose advice may be important, but whose influence can at times be overwhelming. The Enchantress represents feminine wisdom, the mystery and sensitivity approach to problems. However, she is by no means a gentle, sweet-natured figure. Her power is the most profound kind. She is, in some ways, a force that many men flee from, unable to deal with its strength and purity, which far outstrips their own. Her presence is often indicated by a woman with great advice or influence. Okay, so you may be doing something on your own. You may be taking off and doing something on your own, okay? But the more information, someone has an equal power to you. Clarify that a bit more. Seven of Wands. That's defense. Defending, defense, standing on a higher ground, having you have the wisdom to stand on the higher ground. You may be teaching somebody something, or you may be learning a lesson. But that's defense. It says 6 platters. Someone's defending your right to receive this. 10 cups and 10 platters. Someone's defending your right to receive something. To receive this 6 platters from this 10 cups. Something belongs to you. Let me read the 7 of Wands. Success, advantage over others, profit, goal attainment, the need to take stock. The card is about successful outcome after prolonged struggles. Okay? And then we go to 6 platters. Gifts, prosperity, philanthropy, kindness, the present, unexpected events. This card is about giving gifts to those less well off than ourselves. Perhaps you have come into a windfall and decide to share it. For example, with deserving friends or charity of your choice. Alternatively, you may be in the process of deciding who would benefit from your wisdom and who might succeed you in a role of authority. You're about to leave a legacy. I'm telling you, 10 cups. You're about to leave some type of legacy. Because this is something that belongs, it already belongs to you, collective. 10 cups. Home, welfare, contentment, security, people close to you. You're going to get some kind of home. And an inheritance, a jackpot of some kind. It looks like own your own. So we're going to have to find out what this 2 of Wands is, because this is a message right here coming to specifically to you. But there's something that's towards your future that's saying that you got an ally. You have an ally. That's what that 2 of Wands is saying. It keeps saying that there's somebody close to you. Okay? So the 10 of Cups, it represents a sense of home and emotional security. Because you went to the ferry. This was leaving something. Leaving something to find your way home. This is a wish fulfillment for sure. Anyway, it says, the fact that your dreams are honed here can create waves of delight, passion, and contentment. But you should be careful of becoming overwhelmed or having your ego inflated. Here the goblin hovers alone above the central cup, looking out at the mouths of the other 9 cups, representing family, love, and contentment. Okay? 10 platters. Home, family, riches, ancestry, archives, legacy, security, and travel. There's somebody close to you is about to come reveal some kind of freaking abundance to you. This is the high priestess. The empress comes in the very beginning, okay? You might have been tattered and torn, but you ain't dead. You still alive, and you gonna receive something because of it. Well, wish fulfillment. Getting it, receiving it, is telling you to also be considerate of others that may be in need. Okay? So who is this that's so close to collective? Because somebody's been looking for you. They're like a shadow. I'm talking about they're so fucking close to you, you're like a shadow to you. How is this gonna come about? How is this 10 cups, 10 pentacles? It says the Knight of Platters is bringing it. That's a sword right there. Home, fertility, family, feast, nourishment, good cheer, good news, transcendent love. Is Collective's real dad about to give? Okay, you may have not ever gotten a damn nothing out of your real dad, even if it's the guy that they told you is your real dad. Either way, okay, it looks like you're about to receive something from a family member, or man, I swear it's your birthright, man. The secret way, y'all. Let's find out what the secret way is. An 11, 2 ones making a bigger 1. Okay. Make it clear, because everything keeps pointing to the fact that you're going to get some kind of inheritance. Strength, force, courage, power, ability, authority, commanding presence. It says the traditional name for this card, fortitude or strength. Here we see fairy willing to explore regions beyond the fairy realm, which we saw in the very beginning, which is stepping into the fairy realm. Okay, you went into you were guided. Look, you obediently obeyed God. You were guided to do this, and you did it. Okay. His strength lies within, and his acknowledgement of the world around him indicates a connection with nature, something shared by most fairies. He does not know where the path will lead, but possesses the strength to travel it. Hidden by the hedges that border his lonesome track are the perils of being, to which fairies are just as subject as we are. The fear of cold iron is everywhere in the story of the magical realm, because it created by the mankind, and is very bit dangerous to the fairy race as fire or water can be in our own world. Okay, so you know, fairies iron will kill them. Iron drains a fairy's powers. Okay, so you face death by stepping into the unknown, by being guided by God. You faced death, but still you were protected and you knew it, okay? I'm telling you, you faced some type of deadly encounter and overcome it. It says here, the fairy wanderer wins his way through the mysterious path, signifying solitary strength and individuality. This secret way is, as we might expect in the magical world, different from the physical realm, and it represents strength of feeling, strength of character, even possibly moral strength, all of which are present in the worlds where fairies and mortals meet. Okay, so you've you've defeated some type of temptation. Somebody was trying to get you caught up and for you to be like them, but you maintained your individuality. Okay, you don't give a damn. You're not one that'll do something just because the rest of the people are. It says the secret way represents the strength to keep going even if it looks hopeless. As such, it has been described as a warrior card. Although this risk-limiting power as strength of will transcends the bounds of human ability. Countless tales of heroic achievements, whether warfare, exploration, sport, creativity, or beyond, are, however, very much a part of this card's meaning. In a reading, the secret way signifies eagerness and strength of inner resources to attack any problem. It also signifies a need to stop meeting every opposition in a combative way, as strength held in check remains a reserve that you can tap into when needed. Sometimes we might also need to turn a powerful friend or guide for support, such as the solitary wanderer we see here, who can help us usher in moments of truth for us to face without fear. I feel like you're the guide that someone is seeking support. I'm telling you, somebody is going to come to you seeking your help. Let me find out. Is someone coming to collective, seeking their help? Collective's not seeking another's help, right? It says the dark one, y'all. Someone's coming towards collective, seek their help. It says the dark one in the four of platters. Somebody stole money. Somebody took money. It says the long fairy, the hermit. Oh, Lord. An undercover. The dark one, the four of platters, and the hermit. What was my question, y'all? Oh, someone's coming towards collective. Someone's moving towards collective for their... Someone wants collective's help. It says the upside downer. Someone wants your help, collective. Someone's coming to you. They say you got the answers. Because you're psychic. It says transition, new insight, reversal, acceptance, change, rebirth, sacrifice, treachery, intuition, and prophecy. Okay. It says traditionally the face of the hanged figure tends to be serene, implying that he has mastered his passions and come to terms with life. Here he is actually smiling, challenging us to see the deeper meaning behind the usual interpretation of abrupt and shocking change. Something's going to be very bittersweet because you're about to find out whoever this undercover is, they want to come and like ask you some questions. I'm telling you. In a reading, the upside downer suggests that the best course of action may be to do nothing, and that rather than seeing this as a negative, passive solution, to perceive it as transcending the situation. You're the bigger person. Someone's going to come to you, collective. You're the bigger person. You're authentic. I got to pee again, y'all. I drank too much coffee. I drank 2 cups today. I'm sorry. They're telling you just to wait. You're going to wait on this person to come to you and ask you for something. They're going to ask you for something. They're going to ask you some kind of questions. Okay? So y'all take that as it resonates. Oh, I got some kind of confirmation I need to see. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay. All right, so you're just surrendering. You're just going to be waiting on divine for now. Let's find out what does collective need to be doing during this waiting. It says, see, something from a higher fucking perspective. You're looking at things. You're observing. What? Okay, like you're an observer now over being a participant. You've stepped back from all of this, okay? I'm telling you. Because you've been divinely guided to step back, okay? Now you're in a observation. Both of these are observation. I'm going to read them. Their general meaning. Porter of platters. Something very new. Okay, it says dedication, learning, apprenticeship, trading, and negotiations. Someone's going to come to you out of nowhere, and it looks like in the dark, like in between the dark and the light, like dusk or dawn. Okay? Because you're up around that time. Oh, the skies, boy. Whew, the skies are tripping. But anyway, the Lone Fairy says it's a 9. Something's been prepared, okay? It says truth, time, honesty, prudent awareness, caution, prophecy, detachment, freedom of action, and maturity. Listen, this person wants to ask you questions. This person wants to ask you questions. And collaborate with you for the future. The Knight of Wands with the Lady of Crowns. The Fairy Dreamer. That's the star. It says someone's prepared something. It looks like... Look, this is the Chariot. Something's going to come in suddenly out of nowhere. The truth. You're going to receive some kind of truth. Because somebody wants... They found out something. Divine has led somebody to you. The star. The Fairy Dreamer I thought was the star. Let's find out what the Fairy Dreamer says. $14. I think I landed on star. Hope, expectation, prophecy, healing, rebirth, the gift of light. You're somebody's inspiration. Fairy Dreamer. Balance, patience, calmness, moderation, adaptability, serenity, self-control, mingling of past and future. So something's coming from the past to bring this in, okay? I'm going to read this one. The Fairy Dreamer is the Temperance card. It says a concept that, although often associated with refraining from drunkenness, actually has more to do with balance. Leading a temperate life with measured responses to issues that occur. The origin word temperance is Latin for tempere, meaning to exchange or to mingle. To exchange or to mingle. Hence the traditional card image of the woman pouring liquid from one vessel to another, representative of the mingling of two streams. Y'all, right back to what I always say. Two individuals that have gone through the same thing, carry the same type of gifts, are about to come together in some type of union and make a bigger one. I'm telling you. Whoever this other person is, because you're going to receive a message. It looks like you're going to receive something, and then somebody's going to come to you and ask you a question. They may be asking you to marry them. That wasn't even in my thoughts when it said that. That wasn't even in my thoughts, y'all, that somebody's going to come ask you a question, that they're going to ask you to marry them. That wasn't even a thought until just now. Because you're going to get something. You're going to receive something for your hard work, for your diligence, for your non-stop. You're committed. You're very dedicated to bringing justice, or exposing it anyway, okay? And you're still here. I mean, like you ain't unalive. You made it. Like you made it through something, okay? It looks like somebody's going to come from the past to give you some kind of... It says the cunning man. That's a magician. Possibly the fool. It says 1, so that could be the fool. It says, the cunning man is nowadays most often described someone sly or devious, but in the past it was used to mean both clever and wise. The cunning man or woman is an old term that is used widely to describe wizards or magicians. I told you. Someone's clever. You and somebody else are equal in what y'all Y'all are both magical. True magic from God. God has gifted both of y'all with true magic. Insight. I'm telling you, this person is very wise. Okay? It says, magicians or cunning men may be pure fairies or humans with a little fairy blood in them. But they are able to see into the hidden realms and can journey there at will. Someone's seen you in their dream. They pass by you in their dream. Telling you. Thus, they are wise people and widely known as healers, practices all kinds of ancient rituals to promote health. As such, they have a lot in common with the shamans in the ancient world, who learn to work with nature, a world that is also a deep connection with fairies. Skill, willpower, diplomacy, cleverness, trickery, mind over matter, and certainty. This person knows that you're the other piece of the puzzle. They've been seeking you. Even if they didn't know it was you physically, this person has you did the same thing. You manifested them too. Someone's going to be respectful, honor you, so on and so forth, and treat you kindly, treat you with respect, not like a lesser individual. This person, they admire your gifts. Alright, so how are we going to find out about the magician? Is he going to knock on the door? I mean, what the fuck? I just want to know. Thank you so much. It says the Knight of Cups. He may just knock on the door. Just saying. Knight of Cups. This is how we're going to find out about the magician. That was the question. It says innovation, proposal, attraction, compliance, arrival, conquest, and union. He's about to arrive. Looks like he's going to knock on the door. Knight in shining armor. That's what it says. The Goblin Knight of Cups is a person of perfect gentleness and spiritual daring. In the realms of fairy, he would be destined to be the cupbearer to the fairy queen herself. He may be younger than you. A position of great esteem. In the ordinary world, he is an idealistic dreamer whose charms most people find it hard to resist. A sense of otherworldly glamour and intrigue hangs about him, as if he has a secret knowledge hidden just below the surface. As a guide, he is a second to none. And as a friend, he is a rock upon which you may rest in times of need. So this is a friend of yours. They left. Let me find out a little bit more. Maybe somebody you've never been romantically involved with, but you may have had romantic feelings about. It says the Seven of Cups. Because there may have been in the fairy realm. He's run across you in the fairy realm. I'm telling you, this person has seen you in a dream world. He saw you in his dreams. Seven Cups. Plans, flight of fancy, illusions of success over imagination. This person's seen you in the fairy realm. I'm telling you. And then he saw you somehow, physically. The fairy realm says completion, reward, universal truth, attainment, success, and liberation. When y'all meet, it's going to be like love at first sight. When y'all come across each other. When your physical energy is face to face, y'all, it's going to be like home. Like an instant home. Like a feeling of completion. When you come into contact with this person. Like a dream. In the reality. Okay, anything else that the collector needs to know? It says the Nine of Platters. It's being prepared. It's about to come towards you. Knight of Crowns and Two of Crowns. Two ones making a bigger one. I'm telling you, it's a brand new fresh start. Y'all are going to combine forces somehow or another. So this person is going to physically contact collective. The Lord of Platters. He's going to physically contact collective, like in the flesh, not over no message or no mail, nothing like that. He's going to physically come in the flesh to contact collective. Is that correct? Why 50 of them come out? It says the Fairy King in reverse. The Lady of Platters. That's Queen of Pentacles. The Porter of Crowns. That's like a temptation. Someone, oh wait. Those are swords. So someone's seeing the truth about this, someone's seeing you as the boss, okay? I don't know why the Emperor's in reverse, but he's come out in reverse. 10 crowns. Just something has been worked up to. 9 cups. Somebody. So this Emperor is about to turn in his family. He's either part of a secret society like Illuminati or something, but he's about to turn in his whole family. Or it could the family could be the community. He's about to turn them in. Let's see what that 4 of Fairy King in the reverse. Fairy King in reverse is instability, authoritarianism, misuse of power, tyranny, stubbornness, and immaturity. That's in the reading. On the downside, the king can represent an unstable use of power for its own sake. Someone was greedy. Someone did not want to believe you or didn't want to believe in you, but now they have no choice. Porter of Crowns. Divine is exposing you, revealing you as the truth. And this person has no choice but to bow down and say, you're the greatest. I'm telling you, whoever that Emperor is, that he's not your... You tried to help this person, and he turned against you. Okay? He could be whatever your twin flame, whatever the fuck, if you want to call that. Okay? This is a karmic individual. He's got no choice but to bow down and give you the credit. You understand? He has no other choice now. The proof is in the pudding. It's out. Whatever it is. The Porter of Crowns. Impulsive, curiosity, insight, vigilance, and agility. You're being seen as a vigilante. This Lady of Platters is being seen as a vigilante. You kept going with this work, I'm telling you. You kept going with this work. You did not give up. And it's drove him crazy. He's got to give you something. He's the one that's got to give you something. Could be an ex-husband, somebody that was like a husband. Tell me about this 4 of this Fairy King in reverse. Tell me a little bit about him. Who is he? How can we recognize this person? It says the fallen tree. The fallen tree. God, dog, man. Everything says that's your dad that abandoned you. I mean, I don't mean to laugh about it, but that's the way that I'm being told to tell it to you. You know the dad that ghosted, left, said you wasn't his? It says 8 platters. This is something to do with fucking... something belonging to you. And somebody out of their own, like... they didn't want to give it to you because you're different. You're the black sheep or whatever. Somebody didn't want to give this to you. But it belongs to you. Could be your aunt didn't want to give it to you. 8 platters. It says practicality, scholarship, purposefulness, modesty, equality, and apprenticeship. This card indicates someone who is very practical and organized. Someone whose course through life appears smooth. Mostly a result of extreme hard work and a highly developed sense of purpose. If this card speaks to you, you are likely to be delighted in whatever you do. Whether you are an excellent scholar, a hard-working employee, or an employer concerned with the welfare of your workers. If the latter, you're likely to be keen to offer scholarship and take on apprenticeship. You can, however, have a tendency to be a little heavy-handed with people, charging ahead without always thinking before you do. Someone wants to make you the boss of something. Look, I'm feeling like this emperor in reverse is living with regret because you were the most deserving of whatever this is or whatever it was that was left, okay? You're the most deserving of it. Hold on, I didn't even see that. Where she got what the hell? Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. That's crazy. Anyway, I'm sorry. I just got a weird message. Okay. Alright, well, somebody wanting you to be the boss. You're going to have to learn to control your temper. Someone's noticing something about your fucking temper. Tell me. 9 platters. Ace of crowns. And a 6 of cups. There's something about your temper. Let's see the Ace of Crowns again. It says intellect, overwhelming power, cutting to the heart of the issue, initiating ideas and plans, triumph and passion. You're about to get something, you're about to receive something that everybody else wanted. They're not getting it. You are. Look, they're telling you to use tact. Okay, when you communicate, this emperor in reverse is having some type of regret. I'm telling you, it's an uncle, a dad, a grandparent. They're living in regret over something, putting you on the back burner. I'm telling you. Because you didn't fall into line. You didn't join in. I'm telling you. You stood out of whatever they were trying to draw you in or something. Okay? And you was like, no. I'm good. 7 platters. Twice it showed me that. And so those envious family members or whatever went to this father figure and was like, collectives, this and that and another, and blase, lying on you and all kinds of stuff. I'm telling you. But they got caught doing something that they said you did. But anyway, 7 platters. It says reward for good work, money, wealth, profit, purification. On the one hand, this card is all about gain, money, profit, and wealth. On the other hand, it carries a sense of things getting in the way, slowing down and going nowhere. Older meanings suggest that this has to do with needing to take a much-needed break. Purge yourself of the clutter in your life, especially things that no longer needed. It can also be a warning not to be too much of a perfectionist. Okay? So, you're going to have to let some shit go. You're going to have to let something go. Sorry, y'all. I drank 2 cups of coffee. Just say it. In order to move on and move forward towards your happiness, you're going to have to let something go. So you're not angry. Because anger is just a mask. Anger is just a mask of something deeper, okay? I'm telling you. You're angry about something. What I think you're mostly angry about is knowing the truth and it not being exposed, and you're frustrated more than anything. That frustration is coming out in it looks angry. It looks mad. It looks angry. Like not open. It looks closed off. Okay? Look at that. That's use your intuition. That's the high priestess. Letting something go. It says wisdom, intuition, depth, teaching, willfulness, modesty, the sacred feminine. I'm telling you, you have to be. Yeah, it's not much. It's not so much as pain. It's frustration. Just frustrated. Just look. I've been through a hell of a lot. I'm still fucking alive, and I'm still here, and I'm still moving down the fucking road, okay? You understand? And I'm not willing to put up with no more of their little fuck shit games. None. Not even a single, not even the tiniest little bit of it. Nothing. Don't make no fucking comment towards me. Don't call me broke. Don't call me fucking crazy. Nothing. You make a comment, motherfucker, you better be willing to back it up, because I'm not fucking playing with you. Y'all might have thought I was a joke. Y'all might have made fun of me, and y'all might have laughed behind my back. But I ain't no fucking joke. And I ain't joking. Okay? So, I guess they're figuring that part out. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Because you were very nice. They had a question. You'd answer their question for them. What have you. Then the motherfuckers would go behind your back and fucking talk about you when you helped them for free, for nothing. You did it just because of your love for God. And all these motherfuckers tried to make out that you was way something that you wasn't, okay? Well, enough was enough, and you made a decision. You're not going to put up with it. You're not. And it's not so much as that you're mean, as that you're not fucking willing to put up with no bullshit at all. You're by yourself, man. You're all by yourself. Okay? These motherfuckers think they can push you around because you're by yourself. Well, okay. I'm putting my battery on my fucking shoulder. I'm gonna dare you to knock it off. If you think you can, motherfucker. That's what you are. More than just being mean to people. You're not being mean to people. And you're not so much angry as frustrated. You carrying this frustration around. Dare somebody to fucking look at you wrong. What, motherfucker? Yeah, that's right. I'm standing here because I got every right in the whole fucking world. God said I had the right to stand here. That's what I'm doing. You understand? Got a problem with it? You better take that shit up with God then. That's what they're talking about. Like a frustration. Unwilling. You don't care. It says, look, Ace of Cups. The one who stayed behind. Ooh, the one who stayed behind. I gotta read it. Ace of Cups. Self-love. Something's about to smooth out. Like the way it was always meant to be. I don't even know how it got so off path, because you were always on path. Because everything that you went through was part of your path. Like all of that. Everything that you went through, that was part of your path, and you knew it. You were there to endure all that stuff and overcome it. You knew that that was part of your path, okay? Let me see, the one who stayed behind with the Ace of Cups. The one who stayed behind. You would be forgiven for seeing this sister from a remarkable poem. Someone who turns away from the risk inherent in visiting the goblin market, simply due to being ultra cautious. That's not you. You were pointing the finger at somebody. Pointing the finger at somebody. Pointing the finger at somebody. Somebody may have thought that they was more cautious than they actually were. Why does this high priestess look like she got 3 arms? She looked like she got 3 arms. Anyway, let's see what it says. It says, you should not forget that her caution is driven by her own vision and understanding. She does not simply turn her back on the fairy realm. She sees it clearly as a place of both perilous and that offers the potential for wisdom and change. Her capacity to see things in this way affects power over the goblins there, to the extent that in the imagery of the card, we see her scattering the goblins with their fruit. Nor should we forget that in the poem, she continues to watch and wait for her sister, suggests a strength of will that guards her from rushing in, and also that in the end, she does not cross the border between the worlds in order to bring her sister home, suggesting both great loyalty and great courage. That's suggesting to me you've done all you can. You've done what you can. You may have tried. Man, this could be about your sister fucking betraying you. About a fucking inheritance. How did she get all the backing of the whole fucking family? That don't make sense. Ace of Cups. Home, family, fertility, feast, nourishment, good cheer, good news, transition, and love. The fairy holding up the cup here shines her own inner light and represents the vessel to us as her greatest gift, lifting her forefinger to an ancient sign of blessings. When translated into the life of an individual deck user, the spirituality and emotional foundation of this card becomes indicative of home life, family, fertility, generosity of spirit. The person represented here is a fountain of love, wisdom, and good spirit. He or she loves to bring good news to offer every kind of nourishment to those around them. This is also a card of good omens, suggesting that any new enterprise will flourish and grow. So, your ship's coming in. Your ship's coming in. You may have been trying to reach somebody spiritually, okay? You may have been trying to reach them spiritually and you just couldn't. Yeah, I'm talking about as far as in your family. It says the fairy realm. The fairy realm is the spiritual realm is both perilous and full of wisdom and insights. Okay? But it's dangerous. You could get trapped there. Be caught in endless illusions. Do you understand? But it's like you were trying to reach somebody. Collective, you're trying to reach somebody. They were overcome by greed. I'm telling you, this is a spiritual war. Somebody in your family or a friends group. 3 crowns and 3 cups with a Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups, no, that was the dark one. Okay, this is saying something about you've stayed somewhere. You've done all you can. You've done all you can. Someone is seeing you. Someone is seeing you for who you are. This King of Platters is seeing this Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands. It says, for the fool, celebrating. Somebody wants to give you a personal celebration for yourself. It could be for a Cancer. It looks like you're going to move ahead. You're moving on. Free of all this shit. Just understand that your work is never done. When you elevate, you're going to go into some other kind of work. Your work is never done. What is that? The dark one, the Lady of Wands, the Lady of Cups, and the Fairy Trickster. Looks like you've seen through the veil. Okay, you've got some type of talent that's no one else. It's like no one else compares to you, but that ain't got nothing to do with you receiving this money. All right, make me understand that. The sunroom. You're on a stage. You got followers. You're a beacon of hope. That's the cornucopia. That's the wish fulfillment card. The 10 of Wands. That's a completion, an ending, the done deal. But it looks like someone was hiding behind a wall. That's what it appears like. Someone was hiding behind a wall. You're being revealed. It says burdens, injustice, and then it says travel and great rewards. The curtains being, this isn't for work. Your work is stood for itself. It stands for itself. It speaks for itself. Your work does, okay? It's bringing in some type of, I'm telling you, this devil is about to fall with a group of people. Whatever this trickery work is, okay? There's one main person, but that main person has got all these other people involved. The Fairy King. Your dad? Good grief. Just make it clear. Is this Collective's fucking dad giving Collective an inheritance? Just make it clear. Ace of Cups. Somewhere the answer to that is in this. Is this Collective's dad giving Collective this inheritance? Ace of Cups. Home, family, fertility, feast, nourishment, good cheer, good news, transcendent love. The fairy holding the cup here shines her own inner light and presents the vessel to us as her greatest gift, lifting her forefinger to an ancient sign of blessings. When translated into life as an individual deck user, the spirituality and emotional foundation of this card becomes indicative of home life, family, fertility, and generosity of spirit. This is an inheritance. Inheritance. Something that only belongs to just you. It didn't. I think it did. I think it was split. And someone got greedy and took it all. Now you're getting it all. I'm just saying. I believe it was rationed out equally. And someone was greedy and took it all. It's something to do with a house. Wait a minute. Right now, but I don't care. Okay. The grandbaby gonna come over here. 5 of Crowns, y'all. You've been seen to be the center. Somehow, it's like all these people were fucking surrounding you with envy. It's crazy. It says anxiety, loss, misfortune, setback, and humiliation. Like these people were surrounding you with envy. You may be feeling abandoned or neglected. It says depending on the nature of the card, you may be feeling abandoned or neglected. However, there's still a chance to move beyond the immediate situation if you can succeed in getting your inner prejudices out of the way. Or even more importantly, if you can learn how to ask for help. I've asked for help. They ain't gonna help me. So, I'm just saying. I've asked for help. Yeah. Look, it was gonna be, look, because there are 3. Exactly, okay? And I think a cousin or somebody, I don't know. It was supposed to be split. Someone got jealous. Maybe because you don't have nothing to do with them. Home for, okay. Alright. Maybe because you don't. Bits and pieces of that family was trying to get you involved in something that you don't believe in. Like you. No, not thank you. Okay? And you kept rejecting them. Right, you don't depend on them at all. Like, I don't have nothing to do with them. Even if they come trying to have something to do with me. I learned my lesson about y'all motherfuckers. No thank you. What was that fucking bitch doing at my stepdad's funeral is what I want to know. Still right now to this fucking day, I want to know what that fucking bitch, lunatic bitch, was doing at my stepdad's funeral. Nobody will tell me. It ain't like they was friends. I know for sure. They was not friends. Was she there just to harass me? Because she damn sure was trying to. And I turned around and I said, leave me the fuck alone, bitch. Can't you see my dad just died? And she goes, I know. And I'm thinking, leave me the fuck alone. What are you doing here? Is what I'm saying to her. Just get the fuck away from me. No, she had to fucking like follow me around and shit. And I told her, I said, man, today, Cheryl, you fixing to get your fucking block knocked off. My dad just died, bitch. That's what I said. I wasn't fucking playing. My dad just died and my whole family are acting like a bunch of motherfucking retards. Like they don't know me? Are you kidding? And you? What are you doing here? I can almost guarantee that my fucking aunt was the one that doppelganged me and signed the papers. Everything fucking in my heart tells me that Tammy's fucking stupid ass was the one running around LaGrange doing all that fucking shit in LaGrange trying to make out like it was me. Oh, Tammy was gonna come too. I said, what the fuck? Why? So my dad wasn't friends with y'all. I mean, hell, he kind of dealt with my nanny and her husband because my pop was cool. And they would always come over at the lake and shit. Not to see her grandchildren. No, to see my mom, her son's ex. But not to see us. She didn't want nothing to do with us. She'd come over there. We'd go to the lake, go camping or something. My nanny would show up. Man, they're out there camping or whatever. She'd show up over there. She wasn't there to see me or my sister. Just my mom. She just wanted to come see my mom. Weird shit, y'all. Weird fucking shit. Anyhow, what a fucking deal is. Anyway, when my pop was on the verge of death, because my nanny was killing him, because she's a whatever. We're gonna be respectful about it. My cousin told me she thinks my nanny is doing it to him. So I'm like, okay. So then my cousin turns around and fucking does me some type of way. Gives all of my shit away. Then fucks my ex-husband while we're still going through a divorce. And expects me, why would I be mad? I said, I ain't mad, bitch. I want nothing to do with you. I ain't mad at you. I don't even know you. That's what I told her. We're the ones that are 2 months apart in ages. I said, I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. I don't even know you. In my eyes, you don't even fucking exist. I don't know you. I thought you was somebody else. I thought you was my cousin. I don't know you, bitch. Don't want nothing to do with you. Ever since then, I've been put through the mill because she's got a book. A witch book. She's got a witch book. I made a fatal mistake of trusting her years and years and years and years ago. That was a bad mistake. But that's before she got into all that witchcraft and shit. Okay, she wasn't into none of that shit. Okay, she's going through a divorce and she was taking it pretty badly, and I helped her. For her to turn around and fucking use witchcraft on me. Stupid fucking bitch, man. God dang. And it's so crazy because she's not the only one in my family. My sister hangs out with nothing but witches. And apparently my daughter does too. They're all witches. Self-confessed witches. But my sister says she's not. My daughter says she's not. My daughter don't believe in it. Fucking crazy shit. This is all so fucking crazy. It's just so crazy. I tell her, I say, okay, well, you may not believe in witchcraft or whatever, them doing witchcraft or whatever, but let me tell you, there's evil in this world. God said there is. Evil runs this world. Just saying. Talking and eating pie. Yeah. Fixing to get a slice of my pie. I'm about to get the whole motherfucking pie. These stupid idiots should have known better than to go against me. I'm just saying. Something about Boaz, Alabama. Someone left and went there. Ain't there a Boaz, Texas too? I think there is. Something about your creativity is kicking in. This is a new start. Something about negativity. Equaling out. Balancing something out. Lonnie. Colors. Colors out. Colors out. On colors. Wait. Unto colors. Arizona. A boat. Worst unit. Worst unit. Judgment. Fix it. Final judgment. Fix it. It says final fix it. Fix unit. Stunner, boat. Sport boats, no. Sort out sort out color, final color. The trout goes against the grain. Something's moving slowly out. Slowly out. Trunk. No. Final box of oh no, water spout. Don't have an S. I mean a P. Contour. Continue contour. Contour out. Contour. Continue. Continue to continue your. To continue our tour. It says fault. Our fault. Our fault. Slow continue. It says toxic. 3 ends. 2 equals. There's 2 equals for a beginning, a new beginning. You can just let go of the doubt, negativity. Our fault, toxic. Okay, yeah. All my exes were toxic. All of them. Bowl so toxic. Yeah. Owl, wolf, ant, your ant toxic, out on a boat, boots on sole, foot on sole, foul, your ant is foul. It says Arctic. Cold. She's cold. Foul. Yeah. I'd say that. I'd say the aunt, the cousin, I'd say they're all fucking foul. But, I mean, they was born from nanny, so something about a critic. Critical. Boots off. Boots in law. Fruit. Someone's fixing to get fruits of their labor. Boots in law. Son-in-law. Solo. Son-in-law. Solo. So CNN. Tune. Box. Quit for real. Someone's quitting something for real. FBI. CIA. Soon. I saw it. Soon as I saw it. Wallet. The wheel. A wheel. Soon as I saw it. A wheel. breakfast. Alter. Don't say alter. Alternating. Swift. Swift. It says bank. Someone switched a bank. Color of a coon. What the fuck? This is floor, flower, no. Swift. Tall. Foreign. Out for a. First. First law. What we don't talk about. Fight Club. Tool. First. Bonnie. Soon. It says stool. Law stool. What? Rift. Raft. Luna. That's moon. No cool. No stool. Lost first court. Court on. If court on. Law stool. Law school. There's no H. Someone gonna send you to law school? That'd be cool. Lost first. Someone lost the first time. Lost first. If laws. Out. Balloon. That's rising up, lifting up. Lawsuit. So, lawsuit against what? Walmart? I need a lawsuit against Walmart. Because their asses, there's no M. Cool, court on all was us. All was us in on it. Somebody was in on it. Robot. Robots. Facts. On facts. Win. One. Willin. Robin. Y'all. Nanny will. Something's a liar. Nanny's wheel. acts of roll, bill, lorry, notation, acts of notation, rotation. Oh, rotation can bull. Somebody's a bully watching something. No rotation. Soft sofa watch. Wait, there's no H. Cat, scat. Ron. Cat, scratch. A cat scratch. Yeah, there's no H. On. Fit on. Ball. Or some kind of call. No call. Roll call. Roll call. North. There's no H. Why do I keep saying Norton? Was on no boat or new. Somebody was on a boat. Call us for a sort of stall. They sort of stall. Car stall. Someone called you for the car stalling. We got Carlos. Lift. Someone gave someone a lift. What are you talking about? Not lift. Not bow. Not now. No, not now. B went to the floor. Tube, tub. Someone said they was in a tub. Something fell on the floor. Scales. Last and first. This says birth. No, there's no fucking H. Born. Okay, born last. Born last. Floor. Something about the color. Your color when you was born. Catalyst. He was born a catalyst. Something about flow. It says crown. No crown. On crown. Fall. Fall on. Stub. About to fall. Someone's about to fall. About to fill in. About to fill in. Sun. You may have a half brother. Lost it to. Lost it to. low, flow, crow, sit on a boat, slow crawl. I don't understand why it says crab. Slow crawl, but slow on the floor, crawling on the floor. Frost, balloon. It's a brawl. So somebody's fighting on the floor. Looks like in a hotel, in a suite. It almost says collect. Collect on. This is Lori, Lisa, crab, owl, wolf, walls, built walls. Somebody's fixing something. Built walls. Was built walls. Color not on. Okay. There's no color on the walls. It says was colt. Was for colt. No. Blit. Bit. Lit. No lights. Okay, there's no lights. Assault. Insult. Somebody was insulted. Was an insult. Cobalt. That's a drill, ain't it? Ain't that like an electric drill? Now, cobalt. What does that fucking mean? Lab. A lab. In a lab. Someone bought a fucking house to make drugs in or something. Wait until I saw. Wait until I saw. Something into the unit. For sale. Bought. Call in on. Wars. Sworn in. Called in on. Sworn in unit. For a. It says for ant. Why? Ant sworn of ants. Bolts. Built a boat. Run on water? Something's unsure. Unsure. Can't. Can't trace. Can't trace. Car. Can't trace car. About to run into. About to run into. Crown. CIA, FBI. About to run into. Warn us if. Warn us if our colt is for Satan. If our colt is for Satan. Sworn out. Sworn out. Sworn in. A lot. Swore a lot. Somebody swore a lot. Tina. Slut. Insults. Insults. But so lost. Someone's so lost. Something about natal. Born. Sin. Us. Or. Us or. Sun. Soon. Cool. Boat. Use our initials. Something about same initials. Saw your initial is final. Is final. Something's is final. Someone bolted something to the floor. Bolt to floor. It says bolt to floor. Why? Bolt in a boat? Win at court. Who winning at court? What the fuck? As it says twin. Something about taking off. Bon voyage. Lisa was in a sort of nails, trials, court trials, wants, I want our Scott two people watching. Scott-in-law, son-in-law. Okay, why are you saying son-in-law? Son-in-law. Boycott. Boycott soul contract. Call for a bill. Saw no foot. Cotton. You're cotton. No, cotton. Cotton was ill. Cotton was so ill. Yes, he was. It says 4 sons. Yeah? You're talking about Dot and Cotton and Keith and Kevin and Bobby and Chuck, right? No bills for us. No bills for us. Not now. Bills for aunt. So your aunt was in debt? Some kind of company. So you're about to receive something from your aunt's company. She might have stole something from you, okay? We got something. What did I just say? Lost for. What? I just seen a word out here. I just saw a whole word now. Follows, but that's not what I saw. Follows. I saw another word, but I don't know what it is now. Follows. Aunt. For real. For aunt. Lows. Cabin. A cabin. Cabin. Runt. Tour. A cabin tour? No cabin. On cabin. On cabin or tent. Follows nut. Tunes. Collaborate. Caliber. Town. Toes car for aunt. And it says stunts. Aunt. Stunt car. Knoll. Low owl. Carbon foot. Something in your DNA for sure. Restaurant. Rast. Boast about. Boast about corn, about some kind of abundance. Follow it. Follow it until now. Run, ran, ruin it. Not, don't, contrast. Contrast. Something was contrasting. A bully. Contrast. Contrast. On track. Straight. Something about a bio. Until I saw it. It says trust until I saw it. Somebody's a con. Trust until I saw it. Last. Fail. Last fail. Not continue. Not continue on something. Quitting something. Trust. Statue. Ritual. Someone doing rituals. Look at that. On rituals. Continue. They continue on rituals. Bow low. Fob. Bond. No flow. Be no flow. Continue on rituals. Be no flow. Tall. Trina. Trina was an awful connection. A new low. Something like that. Trina. Yeah. Rituals. On rituals. Continue on rituals. No flow. Now. Lose. Now. BF. Now FBI is out in San Francisco. Attention on. There's something going on with these rituals that they're about people starting to be charged for it. Because I don't know if y'all know this, but hey, how are you doing? I don't know if y'all know this, but Charlie Kirk, the day that he got shot or whatever, a week prior to that, some shit went down, okay? And there's a witch that come on, she got on like TikTok or something, Instagram or some shit, I don't know. But she called upon all the witches to put a curse on Charlie Kirk. It was on there. It might still be on the internet somewhere, but she called them publicly to put a curse on Charlie Kirk, and he died the next day or some shit like that, y'all. I don't know if y'all know about that. Okay, intentional. Something's intentional. It says intentional ritual. Intentional. Alter. I don't know. All now. Fools. It says fools. Are fools. All are fools. All are fools. Okay. Into fools. On it. On it. On it. Tools. For real. Not law. Something's not law. Not lawful. Not lawful. Something's not lawful. It says roots. So roots. Sin in your roots. CBN. CBT. Laura. No, Laura's not out there. Lisa, Lori. Fruit of labor. Oh my God. That shit says fruit of labor, y'all. Labor, it says fruit. Fruit of labor, not fruit, not so soon, not so soon. A lot now. A lot now. Born for it. Born for it. First soul. You were born to be, you're born to be the leader of this soul group, I'm telling you. It's a first soul, firstborn soul to firstborn soul to cult. I don't know. Solo. Just tell me. If tab, if brat, no solo in cult. Somebody's in a cult. In a cult. A lot. So a lot. Fiber. Tan. Stand. Can't. Rain. Can't train. Can train us. It says crab. Soon I will consult. Someone's going to come consult with you. Tools. AOL. America Online. Fiber. Fabe. Okay, wait a minute. Brown tail. Why would you say that? Brown tail. No brown tail. On brown tail. Town braille. Town fail. On Rob. There you go. It says twins. Twins can build, can borrow, can learn. Floor. Twins can sweep a floor. Council twins. Consult, council, want, cancel, turn, want, turn on, balloon, turn on fan, flow, follow, Lobo, company, something about turn on fan. Somebody, you got a fan that's watching you. I'm telling you. Y'all take what resonates. I'm about to put this away. Turn on fan. List. List of fans. List of fans. I don't know why it's saying wool and cotton. It says wool and cotton out here. Wool and cotton. Turn on fan. Yeah, I'm sure it's pretty fucking hot if you got wool and cotton on. Cool us. Cool us. Still hot. Still no. Still no. Or best option. Or best offer. Optional. Still lift, still lift your color, lost color. It says both of those, lost color and lift color. List of firstborn. It says list of firstborn. I'm not firstborn, I'm secondborn. Is there census? Some kind of census? Local. I might be the firstborn of, that's not my real dad. I probably am firstborn. Local business. Local business. Sworn in. Return something. It says fun. Oh, orbit. Worst local sorbet. Norbit. Somebody was taking advantage of somebody. Four total cars. Someone's been wrecking a bunch of cars. No wool. No fool. I'm not your fool. Nobody's fool. Nobody's fool. I'm no fool. Nobody's fool. Nobody's fool. I'm no fool. Crabs are cool. Amen. It says that crabs are cool. As a total. Yes, we're cool. We're very cool. We just don't put up with bullshit. Hey, trial out. Something's out for trial. Out for court. I don't know. Someone's here for court. Out for court. Look at it for a second. It says blurs. Blurs. Scar. A scar. Blurry scar. I'm not your fool, nobody's fool, nobody's fool. I'm not Okay, I think I've pretty much got what is out here. Stars. Star color, star, cost, stars, follow stars. To follow star. Stunning. No fun in cost. No fun in cost. Allow star to be in fun of flow. Something about flow. Blow out final. Blow out final. Does that say billions? Billions to star. Billions to start. To star or to start? To start. It says cow. Somebody's got money machine. On billion of new stars. Of billion stars. Of billion stars. Want you now. Alright, that's what it says. Y'all see. I fill in for first cousin. No, fill in for shit, bitch. First cousin. Below loft. Below loft. Law. Below law. Follow law. Follow on. Follow on. Wobble. Wobble. Satan. Soft. Soft air. Soft air. Cousin. It says first cousin. Below foot. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna put our foot on the necks of these snakes, motherfuckers. Something total turn. Something's totally turning around. Now if front of blouse button unbutton front of blouse buttons low. What does that have any fucking thing to do with anything? It says clowns. Clowns. Fair clowns. Button on. OLLO. Fair. Slow. Solo. Salon. Place called Finesse, Texas. Cons. Stairs. Someone fall down the stairs. Fall on stairs. Fall on boots. Button. Fall on boots. Something was unbuttoned. Uncle, aunt. Stalls. Okay. Falcon. Okay. The Falcons. That's Georgia. Turn. Okay. Turn. Falcons. Down. They turn the Falcons down. Willow. Willingly. Will. Built on tall castle. And run on. Run on air. I don't understand why it keeps saying that. Fill it out. Fill it out. Okay. Send the motherfucker then, and we'll fill the son of a bitch out. So somebody's liable, though. Liable for what? Libel cost. Says Scott. Scott, continue, turn on. Own cost. Able. Ball. I call. I bail out. I bail out. On the first. Someone got bailed out. Cost of law. Follow a star. Y'all cannot make it up. It says follow a star. Cool for us. Cool for us. Too cool for us. Sail out. Boat. On a boat. For now. I'll live on a boat for now. Lost at trial. I don't know. It says quit. It says ruin it for us. Ruin it for us. As I lost it in front of Scott. Lost it in front of soul. Worst of all, I can't stall. This is on wheel. Something's on the wheel, y'all. Yeah, that's funky. It says something about a quota. Quota. Quatar or something like that I'm hearing. Quota. I don't know. Strobe. Lobes. Strobe. I don't know why I'm saying strobe. Zoo. Call. Wheel. I know they acted retarded at my dad's funeral. I know there's a reason for it. FXNNN. Judgment. Final judgment. CNN. Something's going to be on the news. Finally. Final quota. Final quit. Still on a boost, a coast, on the coast. So somebody's on the coast. Looks like they're living in a boat. Looks like someone's living on a boat. Owner eel. Owner steal eel. Corno. Cornist. I don't know why I'm putting that. Cornist. Last. Corno. Blast. Blast Corno. Now. Blast torn. Torn wheel. Someone tear it up? Okay, y'all take what resonates. That's what I got. This is what it is. I'm tired of going back and forth on my mind on it. Not a full birth. Born. Not a full list. Born. It says Lorna. God dang, I can't believe it said Lorna. Lorna boosts. Wise. Wiz. Lorna's son. Scott. Okay, he died. Lorna's son Scott. It's out here. He died. The other one's still alive. About Scott. Lorna. That is crazy. That's got her fucking name out here. Lorna, about Scott. What, is Scott still alive? Something is biased. Okay, well that's her firstborn. Quit. So something was left to Scott, but Scott died. And so it went to him. Final will. Final will. And then it says final bills. Cost on final bills. Nano cost. Nano cost. Crow. Crown. I gotta put it up. Siblings, yes. I don't know why it's saying colors. Colors of a... Oh my God, y'all. Roy G. Biff. Someone is balanced. Colors of a rainbow. I can't even believe this. I wasn't expecting it to say that. I see it out there. As soon as I said colors of, someone's balanced. Someone is in flow. Someone's in their flow for their north node. Okay? I'm telling you. Onslaught, onslaught. Colors of rainbow. It says Luna. Luna, Sloon, Sun. The sun is the colors of the rainbow. Somebody's got a high IQ. Colors of rainbow. Sun. Unsalt, unsalt, unsalt. That's a fool's beginning. 2 equals. Sane. Someone found someone to be sane. Someone was trying to call somebody crazy, but they're not. This says cobra. When a cobra strikes, y'all, be careful. It says Saint of Bartholomew. Bullet. Bull. Saint of Bull. Saint of Bull. Star of Bull. Of true connection. Coronation. What the fuck? Okay, something's gonna happen real swift, real fast. Worst ain't full of bull. Full of bull. Worst ain't of. It says first cousin. This has got my fucking stepdad's last name. Fans. Crown built. Fran Linton. Worst of cousin. You talking about Cindy? This is my stepdad's last name. Worst fan built. Worst fan built. Loco hub. Loco Annie full list of course of action. Oh, somebody here, let me let them in. Hey, Booty Boo. Hey, my baby. Damn, you got a black eye?
Don't it look like it?
What happened to your eye?
When she woke up, it looked like that. And she didn't fall off the bed. You see it? I think she maybe scratched it. I have no idea what the fuck happened.
I don't know. Well, I'm about to finish this
It didn't look
up.
like that. She woke up, it looked like that. I gotta get it.
Okay, I'm about to finish this. Alright.
She got to change clothes and some pajamas in there.
Flint River.
Just in case she wants to change. And she's got $10 in there. Don't let her lose her $10. For if she wants a toy, she goes in there.
Okay.
There's your cup.
How you been doing, Pootie?
Love you.
He's smiling at me.
Things right there.
Okay.
I don't know what happened to her eye. She woke up with it. She went to bed. It wasn't like that. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Okay. I love you.
What? I really don't know what happened.
I love you.
I love you.
Alright, y'all. So that's what I got. Okay, something about the facts. Facts are straight. Facts start facts. Facts work. Facts. So Faxed. Roll. Trolls. Trolls. Trolls are in color. You should have seen it in color. I'm putting these up. Alright, go on tour. Something about a tour. World tour. Actions of a law. Of a actions of a fruits of labor. It says fruits of labor anyway. Y'all take what resonates. Right. I've never heard the phrase running on air. I've heard walking on air. I ain't never heard the phrase running on air. Huh? Yeah, what'd you do? What'd you do to your eye? You don't know? I ain't never heard the phrase. His widow. Interesting. Highest vibrational material. What? What are you saying is the highest vibrational material? I've been watching all these damn movies about, videos about the trees that was cut down. Well, I had it down where it says it. I think it's Matthew 16:28. I think. No, may not be. What, boo-boo? I'm almost done with this. I'll be there in a second. It said in the Bible, it said that the trees were cut to keep the Nephilim from climbing up the trees and escaping the flood, right? These trees were cut to it. I mean, some of them were cut almost to the root, okay? But he said to leave the roots because the roots of these trees grows from the depths of the darkness of the dark waters. These roots grow all the way down into the dark waters. That's how they were able to that's why the water come from the flood. People not putting that together for some reason, but they are. Because when he said that he was going to flood the earth and flood and rid of these abominations, that's when he told the angels to come down and cut down them trees. The waters came out of them trees. I don't know if y'all are familiar with the how a tree works for the roots. The water gathers the waters in its roots and it holds them in its trunk. These trees were said to be 2 to 3 miles tall. Ginormous. I watched this one video. You cannot deny that was a fallen tree. That was a tree that got cut down, and its branches and shit kind of spread out and kind of fell everywhere, and all of that stuff is petrified and hardened into like rock. But if you look at it from an aerial view, you can see obviously that those are leaves and twigs. That's a branch that broke off. That's where it broke from where they cut it. This is where it landed. I mean, you can obviously see that shit. I'm not sure to exactly why I keep receiving this information about that type of thing. I'm not sure what the purpose is in me getting that. But, man, my shit's been just overwhelmed with finding out about these trees, okay? These ancient trees. It's really a trip. Saying that. So I watched another one. It said that these ancient trees are the watchers. This is all in the Bible, okay? These ancient trees are the fallen watchers. And they were sent down here. Okay, these trees were like put here to begin with. To watch over mankind. To protect them. To give them, like air and stuff. Because trees trees actually filter out the carbon monoxide. They take our carbon monoxide and give us oxygen. Okay? And these 200 watchers were sent down. This ain't the fallen angels at first. They're not fallen it when they were sent down. They were put here first with the trees and the birds. You remember? In Genesis it talks about it. These watchers were planted here to watch over mankind. They saw that the daughters of man were beautiful, and they decided to take them as their wives, okay? They're saying that these trees are them, okay? How, I don't know, but these trees are them. They are them. When they decided to take these human women as their wives, that's when they were condemned to falling on the earth. Okay, this is prior to those that followed Satan out of heaven. These are 200 watchers. This is different. Bless you, baby. You understand what I'm saying to you? Everybody wants to put everything all in one little, but it's not that way. These trees were put here first as watchers to watch over mankind, human mankind. Okay? They fell from grace by liking the women of mankind, the human women, and that they're a different set than the third of the angels that fell out of heaven. I want you to understand that. There's 200 watchers that were punished and chopped down. Okay? So maybe not all 200 were chopped down, because they can only find like X amount. They can't find the full complete 200. Well, my thought is that some of them are in the ocean and some of them are in the redwood forest. What in the redwood forest? How many trees are in the redwood forest? Those are humongous trees, but they're not nearly as big as the trees of the watchers. These trees are said to be 8 to 10 miles wide in diameter and 2 to 3 miles tall. Okay, how tall is the tallest tree in the redwood forest? How big around is it, I wonder? Need to check into that. Okay. Or you want to read that book? All right, come on, sit down and read it. I'm glad to see you, sissy. You gonna read it to me? Okay. She's on November 27th. If that means anything to anybody. November 27th and 28th. Okay. May 11th. Hold on, you're bending it. Okay, May 11th and 12th, Taurus. I know somebody born both of those days. Okay, is that it? Okay, one more time. March 2nd, the birthday of the personal vision. March 3rd, the birthday of the proposals. That ain't coincidence, y'all. That baby's gonna come in at the end of this reading and pick up the birthday book. She don't never mess with those books down there. Ever. Never. There's books over there she'll get sometimes, but she don't mess with them under the table because she knows it's part of my work. She gonna pick up the birthday book. What else do I need to know?
Sunshine.
The sunshine? She said the sunshine, y'all. That's a wish fulfillment. I love it. Alright. Let me get my Bible and read out of my Bible while you looking in that book, okay? I'm going to read out of my Bible. Y'all, if this resonated with y'all hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. If you want to donate, I have super chat and super thanks. I'm very grateful for any kind of donations, okay? But it's going to be best if you send it to my Cash App, $AngelMoon6237. You won't believe how much YouTube takes from them things. Before, I didn't know. When I was on my other channel, I didn't know how much YouTube was taking because I was receiving donations prior to me being whatever. But this time I paid attention, right? And out of $10, I received $7.28. I have a $10 super chat. I got $7.28. out of that. If that tells you anything. Out of the $5 super chat, I received $2.15. So that's more than half. Out of the $5 one, I received $2.15 out of the $5 thing. So I'm just telling y'all, YouTube gonna get their share. July 1st, the birthday of the delicate equilibrium. I love it. I love it. Thank you. What is it? You want me to read this? It says Leos like to be the center of attention, and this is typically the place where you will find them. The center of attention. You've got Leo in your North Node. All right, I'm gonna read this now, okay? So I can go ahead and close up this reading. All right. All right, and then I can turn on your TV and all that jazz. We can go outside or something. I don't know. Is it cold out there?
Hot.
It's hot? Okay. It says the Great Commission. Then the 11 disciples went away to Galilee, to the mountain which Jesus had appointed for them. When they saw him, they worshipped him, but some doubted. And Jesus came and spoke to them, saying, y'all listen to this. All authority has been given to me in heaven and on earth. Go therefore and make disciples of all the nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, teaching them to observe all things that I have commanded you. And lo, I am with you always, even to the end of the ages. Amen. You're never alone, collective. Never alone, baby. Hello, he is with us always. So you don't have to worry about you're protected. As long as you're doing what God asked you to do, look, just go tell all the nations about Jesus Christ. All the nations. Okay? Don't hold back. Tell everybody you can about Jesus Christ. Because we're in a time right now. It's time to make a decision, y'all. I'm telling you. You need to tell people about Jesus that might not know about Jesus. You've made a difference in somebody's life by talking about Jesus to them. Even if you don't know them. So y'all on the right path. Just keep going down that path, okay? What's collective need to know out of the message of the universe? Just because something hasn't happened right now doesn't mean that it will never happen. Divine timing is at play. Be patient and trust the process. If that's not plain, that's plain as it can be. Sums up this reading. Trust the process. Right now, I'm going to give you some advice, collective. Just let shit go. Just let the shit go. Just let it go. Decide today that you're just going to be happy. They can't fucking do nothing about it. They can try. But just decide. I'm protected. I'm blessed by the protection of the Lord Jesus Christ. What can they do to me? Nothing. They can try. They've tried a bunch. Here I sit. And you know what? It kills them the most. You laughing about it. I know I'm abundant. I know that I'm lucky. I know that I'm protected by God. That's all that matters. Just be happy about that. Okay. All right, y'all. Y'all take it. Do I need to read out of a book? I didn't read out of any books. I sort of read out of that. She went to Leo. God, dog. Leo. I think Leo. Maybe the one owing you. Charlotte's Web. Uncle. That say you something, collective? When they pull into the fairgrounds, they could hear music and see the Ferris wheel turning in the sky. The Ferris wheel is turning, y'all. They could smell the dust of the racetrack where the sprinkle cart had moistened it. And they could smell hamburgers frying and see balloons aloft. They could hear sheep battling in their pens. An enormous voice over the loudspeaker said, "Attention, please. Will the owner of a Pontiac car license number H2439 please move your car away from the fireworks shed?" "Can I have some money?" asked Fern. "Can I too?" Avery asked. "I'm going to win a doll by spinning the wheel and it will stop at the right number," said Fern. I'm going to stir a jet plane and make it bump into another one. Can I have a balloon? Asked Fern. Can I have a frozen custard and cheeseburger and some raspberry soda pop? Asked Avery. You children be quiet till we get the pig up unloaded, Miss Arble said. Let's let the children go off by themselves, suggested Mr. Arble. The fair only comes once in a year. Mr. Arble gave Fern 2 quarters and 2 dimes. He gave Avery 5 dimes and 4 nickels. Now run along, he said, and remember the money has to last all day. God dang. Don't spend it all the first few minutes. And be back here at the truck at noontime so we can all have lunch together. And don't eat a lot of stuff that's going to make you sick to your stomachs. And if you go in those swings, Miss Arble said, you hang on tight. You hang on very tight. Hear me? And don't get lost, Mrs. Zuckerman said. And don't get dirty. Don't get overheated, said their mother. Watch out for pickpockets, cautioned their father. And don't cross the racetrack when the horses are coming, Mrs. Zuckerman cried. The children grabbed each other by the hand and danced off in the direction of the merry-go-round towards the wonderful music and wonderful adventure and wonderful excitement, and to the wonderful midway where there would be no parents to guard them and guide them, and where they could be happy and free and do as they pleased. Amen. You're about to get to go off somewhere and do as you please. And somebody will give you some money before you do it. Just don't spend it all in one place, okay? All right. It sounds like you got your plans ahead of you. All right, y'all. Like, love everybody. Y'all stay golden. Remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. If you enjoy my readings and you enjoy my stories, y'all make sure to hit that bell notification. Hit that like button. Stay golden, okay? I'll see you on the flip side, Pony Boy. Love y'all. Woohoo! How you feel?